And I now recognize Dr. Babin for 5 minutes.
Yes, ma'am. Thank you, Madam Chairman. And thank you, you witnesses, for being here with your valuable testimony. And Dr. Córdova, good to see you again. And I'd like to ask you a couple of questions, if you don't mind. The U.S. is one of the most, if not the most, innovative and technologically advanced nation in the world, yet we lag behind other industrial nations in ensuring that American students receive the requisite skills for success in a 21st century workforce. How would you each, I'm asking you too, Dr. Zuber, both of you, how would you each define success in the field of STEM studies and computer science education? And do you think that we can achieve this and when? Let's start with Dr. Córdova.
Clearly, we must, because that it is a skill that that everyone really needs to have for all sorts of occupations, not only STEM alone. And we have a great variety of programs that we fund over all ages, from K through 12, undergraduate, graduate, postdoc, and early career, and beyond, to try to give people the opportunity to really increase their STEM and computer science capabilities. In fact, our real goal is to provide access to everyone, and that's why we call one of our programs Computer Science for All. We also have, interestingly, for the past 24 years, an advanced technological education program that is mainly housed in our community colleges nationwide. Thus far, we've sponsored 1,500 awards and have over $300 million in industry support, because they are partnerships with industry in retraining workers for skilled jobs. And a lot of that curriculum has to do with computer science as well.
Okay, and
Yeah,
Dr. Zuber.
And so let me just add that one can look at computer science a couple of different ways. There is advancing that specific field, okay, and then there is infusing the results of those skills into a whole variety of other different fields, and so both of those actually need to occur, and they need to occur not only at the level of students who get four-year degrees, but also in what we call the skilled technical workforce. So workers who, we call this STEM awareness, okay, who don't necessarily have a STEM degree, but virtually any job that you can think of today, a whole variety of jobs that you can think of, requires some amount of STEM skill and computation skill or computer skill. So even, working at a grocery store, the right. Electronic readers. And so so this is addressed in the ATE program, which deals with community colleges, and it's also a focus of the National Science Board to look at these skilled technical workforces, to look at what it's going to take to provide points of entry to students at various levels to get into these programs, to get training, and then to realize that there needs to be, retraining and retraining right. to improve skills.
Okay, I need to ask one more question, get it in before my time has expired. I saw in the news this past weekend that some American scientists were stranded in Antarctica when a U.S. vessel could not reach them. Unfortunately, NSF, working with Argentina partners who had an icebreaker and a helicopter, were able to successfully rescue them. First, congratulations on the rescue. But second, it brings up whether or not the United States has sufficient ice-breaking capacity. What is the status of NSF's efforts to ensure the continued availability of an icebreaker for our polar programs? Dr. Córdova.
Thank you. So we have a number of vessels with different ice-breaking capability, and ourselves none with very deep ice-breaking capability. So we rely on the U.S. Coast Guard for that, and we lease time from them in order to help us to support our mission. And I know that there is some funding to the Coast Guard or perhaps it's in the proposal stage, but I think there is some advanced funding for them to look into having more capability in this area. Our preferred mode is not to own a deep ice cutting vessel, and they're not research vessels, but they are for that purpose, but to keep renting them. And otherwise, we have, as I said, a number of actual research vessels that have very modest cutting capability. And thank you for mentioning that example. We are very happy that 5 researchers are fine.
All right. My time has expired, Madam Chairman. Thank you. Thank you very much.
Thank you. And I now